I firmly believe that the day that Golden was recorded in the studio, they were like, listen, we need a really high tone. It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be amazing. It is gonna be jaw-dropping. And it's okay because we're just gonna record it 2-3 times in a studio and we're packing it. It's not gonna be performed. Oh, how wrong they were about Golden not being performed, because now the entirety of industry is performing Golden. Something that I firmly believe was meant more as a studio song is now everywhere, and people are trying to cover it for better or for worse sometimes because the song is incredibly difficult. But today we're gonna go through some of the best covers, or some of the covers that you guys recommended to me. I asked you on Twitter and I got all my replies, so I'm gonna go through them and I'm so excited to hear them. I want you to let me down in the comments which one was your favorite, and maybe you're gonna also get to discover more people that you will love. So hopefully we're gonna cross some fandoms today and discover some music together. Also, I'm planning on making a workshop for you guys to learn how to sing Golden. It is gonna be a closed workshop of just a couple of people working with me, and you will be able to ask me everything and anything about your voice in this song, how to help it. We're gonna work one-on-one and in the group setting as well. So if you would be interested in something like that, the link is going to be down in the description and you can join a news list for that. Please come. I would be super excited to work with you. I love this song and I'm so excited to teach more and more people how to sing it. So hopefully I'm gonna see you there. Okay, we're gonna start very strong with Lily from NMIXX. You know that I love her. She is a wild card though. She has a massive voice that is just extremely overwhelming, I would say. It is so well known in the industry that she is an absolute prodigy in singing. This was my favorite part of the cover, by the way. It was so nicely mixed. You can tell exactly where she's switching into the next register, which is much more mixed. I'm done hiding now, I'm a shining. You can hear the difference very nicely. I wish she used the same, we're going up, 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 on that up, up, up. So a little bit lighter on the mix. She actually went a little bit heavier. She was trying to give it a little bit more belty sound. That second up, up, up was brilliant. That was exactly how I wanted it to sound. And that's why the top tone was also pitch perfect. And it sounded so pretty. Like, just notice the difference between the first up, up, up and the second one. And I listen to the second. So much freer. It's so pretty. The second one is perfect. Good. Let's go from the very first part of that slide. On that first, on that first one, I was a little worried because she went very heavy into that one. It's very chesty. And sometimes a lot of covers that I've seen online, people who get too heavy into that slide have a little bit of a trouble to free their voice into that mix. But this is Lily that we're speaking about, all right? She is so comfortable with her mix and chest mix placements. So she left it where it was and continued into such a good weight on that higher tone. This is a very high tone for a lot of people, but not necessarily for Lily. If I'm correct, she has a couple of them in the NMIXX discography and the many covers that they've done also. Her voice is such a God-given gift. It's incredible. And I have to give her one big props, and that is that she is one of the very few that sang this outside of the studio without any post-production. This is very raw. There is no pitch correction. You can also hear it. Sometimes she does wobble with her pitch a little bit, and it is very raw. It is so impressive to perform this song with any help at all, you know, not even a little bit of reverb. Nothing. So no beautifying whatsoever in a dance studio with what sounds like more like a, you know, phone microphone. This is so good. I was very excited to hear her do that. And I was very excited that JYP actually allowed her to do this outside of the studio, that they were like, you know what, yeah, go raw. Go just with a raw recording, because that was so hard to surpass for everybody. First of all, I want to say that I do not mind people who perform this in the studio. I think it's a really pretty song, and if people want to deliver it with all the shimmer and all the glam, I really did not mind people who went to the studio and made a studio recording of Golden. I'm not fronting up on it. I saw a lot of people being like, it's in a studio. And I was like, okay, get in a studio. Get yourself in a studio and try to sing it like that. No matter how much help you're going to get, you're probably not going to sing it like some of these people who sang it in the studio. So I do not mind the studio recordings, but massive props for Lily to have the balls and the courage, because the song is extremely hard. And she was actually one of the first recordings of this song. So she was one of the early covers, not the ones that came out pretty late. So not a lot of practice time, and quite an exciting performance. Great job. And the next singer is exactly what I was talking about. So someone who used their own technique and their own approach to sing this song, and that's Solar, one of my favorite covers of Golden. I have to say, I do love MAMAMOO. You know me, I have been their fan for a very, very long time, and Solar is my absolutely one of the favorite people in K-pop. So I'm so excited to show you this one. Obviously she did a studio recording, but I have to say that actually some of her impurities that she had stayed there in the recording, which normally in the studio they would be quite taken out and immediately like smoothed out. So it is a studio recording, but it is a very honest studio recording, I would say.
I was alone. 어두워진 악기 속에 given a throne, I didn't know to believe I was a queen that I meant to be. I lived to life.
I actually love her tonal quality in her lower tones. Like if you ever heard Solar in her higher tones, her voice is so incredibly bright and shiny and metallic. But then when she comes to the lower tones, they still have a lot of substance, which a lot of singers that sing very, very high, they lose their substance on the lower tones. And her lower tones are so cool with a lot of fry too. Like,
I was a queen that I meant to be. I lived to life, trying to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Could I probably try, cause I got too wide, but now that's how I'm getting paid. Gotta chill, stay. I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. We're dreaming how we came so far, now I believe.
absolutely love this part again. This is based on this part, you can actually say if the singer is gonna do well or if they're gonna crumble, because that's a whole prep to the whole chorus and then the post-chorus part, right? But I really like that she didn't go very heavy into the but She was opting more for a little bit of a head voice, but nicely mixed. It's not pure head voice. She was giving it a little bit of a weight, but it was such a nice sound. It's good to save your energy here. So everyone who went lighter into this part instead of really belting it out was very smart. There was a vocal break there. This was my favorite part because everyone tried to go for that high tone, Born to Be, in as much weight as possible. So they were trying to mix it very heavily, while she opted for basically a head voice that is very lightly mixed. Born to Be. That's the way that she went for, which is like, it's a head voice, but it has a little bit of a weight. It's not just air. Born to Be. Born to Be. It's not just that. Love that one. That was, oh, I was so happy that I've got actually a chance to show people that imprinting your own singing style on this song works and it can sound brilliantly. Now, I know Solar, she could have gone for a full tone there. She could. I'm 100% sure. I've heard her sing crazy songs, all right? And I've never seen her this locked in, by the way. She was locked in for this song. But I think, like, stylistically, it was making more sense. Her voice in that right before that high tone is delivering such a bright, big tones that it was almost a relief on the high tone instead of a struggle, which a lot of people that strained that upper tone, it just resulted, like the whole chorus and post-chorus resulted into this struggle tone almost, into this push into that tone, while her felt like it really let go of a lot of pressure and delivered this very angelic sound at the top. I really loved her stylistic choice here. It was just, I loved it. It's brilliant. That was beautifully belted. You can see her placement, and also you can literally hear the stretch, the healthy stretch on the vocal cords that she did there. Love it. It has completely different sound. It's very angelic, very feathery, and she builds up so much energy through that chorus and post-chorus that high tone feels just right to do it in that placement that she did it. It's working for her voice. I was so happy because then I was going everywhere and just showing everyone this Solar. Look how she did it. She was very smart about it. So great job. Then we've got another raw recording of Eunji singing this song. She was singing on top of the song, which I am always finding such a pity because karaokes are super easy to find. I do not like when people sing on top of the songs. But nevertheless, I think it was just a very impromptu live recording. So I think it was even from the live stream. So props for her. Did very well.
Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I'm meant to be. Lived till life, tried to play both sides. I couldn't find my own place. 'cause I got to work, but now that's how I'm getting paid.
I love her little jazz approach to this. Called a problem child, gotta get to us. It's such a different approach to this song, but I love it because, you know, I'm a more of a bratty girl. So when I've heard this kind of like laid back version of this, she's like, got a problem child, but I got to I was like, hell yeah, this is such a chill version of this.
I'm done hiding now, I'm shining like I wanna be. We dreaming hard, we came so far now, I believe. We're going up, 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 it's our moment.
One of the few people that actually handled that up separately. Everyone is connecting it because it's just much more comfortable to be up, na, 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 na. But she went up with our voices. And so clean, so precise and so clean. Those three tones are so hard to pull separately.
I believe we're going up, up, it's our moment. You know.
And I want to say one more thing. She's breathing more frequently because she's trying to reestablish her support. And the song is also really difficult for breathing pauses. And she is sitting. Her diaphragm, though. Her diaphragm must be made of steel. You can absolutely tell.
Together we're glowing, gonna be golden. Oh, up, 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 it's our voices. You and
The clarity and precision.
Gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like I wanna be. Oh,
One of the healthiest ways that I've seen people hitting that high tone, and the best way of recognizing it, that she is already mixing, she's having a little breaths between that to again reestablish her support on that tone and kind of like jump right into that pitch. I'm done hiding now, I'm shining. So I'm done is still more connected to chest. Shining is very high in a mix. So having a tiny little hiccupy breath between that might not be aesthetically the prettiest, but it's technically actually very smart. I'm done hiding now, I'm shining like I'm born to be. She's going a little bit hiccupy between them. Like I'm born to be, like I'm born to be. So all those little interruptions that she's done was helping her to actually move across those positions of those tones that change so rapidly in that phrase.
gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like I wanna be.
The way she went immediately into that vibrato, born to be, born to be. A little vibrato there. She got it. She got it in her back. Also, she haven't changed too much there. Most of the singers, when you hear them sing that high tone, it sounds different. It's a little strainy and it's very tight and it's very like kind of like stretched tight, right? And it has a little bit of a different timbre from the tones before it because there's such a jump, but it should be in the same register. So it should not sound vastly different. If you listen to her, it still has a very similar timbre than the tones before that.
Hiding now, I'm shining like I wanna be. Oh,
And the vibrato though, it's such a good idea to do that. And when I was hearing her for the first time, I actually was training this cover and I was working with a lot of people on this cover because everyone wanted to sing it. I was like, that's a brilliant idea. She actually gave me the idea and I started to use it and it's so comfortable. It makes that second tone immediately so much more relaxed.
I know fear, no lies, that who we're gonna be.
Loves this cover. She did so incredibly well. This is my favorite, probably like raw recording of Golden. This is Grown Up. I have to admit, I do not know her very well, but I was so impressed. I want to see more from her. I want to listen to her more. I do not know how old she is, but her singing is just so experienced and matured. She and Sohyung were probably my two, were the most grown up covers on this, where you could tell that, oh yeah, this person has so much vocal experience that they could be like a vocal grandma, you know, like a vocal elder, I would say. It's so freaking well sang. I was so incredibly impressed. I did not want to omit boys, so I invited in Jongho. There were not a lot of boys that sang it, and some boys sang it. They put it into different key, which was more suitable. Again, there's no shame in a key change game. Please, if you want to sing this song and it's too high for you, don't give up on it. Go with a different key. It's gonna be tremendously helpful, and you still can sing this beautiful song. But not Jongho. Not Jongho from Ateezm, all right? One of the best singers in K-pop. Not him. He said, no, I will go with an absolute full-blown original key cover. It's a little bit of a struggle, but I know he knows it as well. But it's a massive challenge. Jongho loves his challenges. Jongho loves his high tones as well. So I'm just going to show you. Another raw cover, by the way, so there are some flat tones, like, and the B was the last B was a little bit of a flat, but you have to admit, this is insane. I love one thing on this cover though, that it is very high in his range. It's not comfortable. So a lot of people who are alto are like, I cannot sing this. You can sing this. It's just not gonna be in a comfortable place of your range where you're gonna feel very confident, I would say. But look how he settled into it. He started, he was a little stiff, and he was trying to find that place that would feel comfortable and release the rest of it. So first part is, oh my God, it's our moment. He's right there. He's kind of like getting into his own space, and he's trying to help himself. But later, he's starting to get a little bit of a release and finding that upper placement without any clutter. So instead of up with our voices, it's suddenly up with our voices. Na 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 na. So you're getting a little bit more release across this whole video, which makes me believe that this was actually one of her first, if not even first attempts to do this, by the way. I know he listened to this song a lot, he probably knew the melody and everything, but it's just the way he is settling into singing of this song. I'm like, Jongho, did you do this on the first record? Did you do this on the first record? Because I feel like he might. It's actually really interesting because the high tone is not even his issue there. It's getting that to that tone and then not being flat after that tone. And that's just showing you that insane range that he has, and the fact that the range up, you can really get a hand of it. It's more the practicality of that range, the moving around of that range. So you can hear on the second one, right here, he was struggling here. This is still very high in his range, and this is probably around place that is less comfortable than the actual high tone, because when he gets to the high tone, He is fine. Listen to that. The moment he jumps into that, he's fine because he's singing it more in that kind of rock falsetto. And he's perfect at the rock falsetto. Love his rock falsetto. It's my favorite thing from Jongho. With his slides. We know which slides we're talking about. If you do love Ateezm, if you do like Jongho, you know that he's a slide king since the kingdom. And I love him for that. I love his singing. It's really interesting to see, though, where his contraptions were. Everyone would go ahead and assume that, oh yeah, he's a guy. The highest tone is going to be the biggest struggle. And that's not true. It was not the highest tone that was the biggest struggle. It was actually that kind of like post-chorus, the road to that high tone, because there's a lot of issue with breathing, a lot of issue with the support, and it's very high in his range. The high tone, he jumped right into that, nailed it. That one was fine. Overall, incredibly impressive cover. Again, completely raw, just a phone recording, heads down, showing us that why he is indeed one of the best singers in K-pop industry, and how guys can absolutely unlock really high placements in their voice and be really comfortable in them and have them vastly under control. So cool. I'm so happy that he's done that. Actually, I was like, this is like Christmas because all of my favorite singers are covering this. This is Christmas. Then we've got Yujin from Ailee. This is completely studio recording. So she has a complete post-production and mixing done on this song, which, again, I completely understand. I do not mind that. I do not think it is like less than the actual raw live recordings because everyone has a different style. Some people really wanted to make a really pretty full studio recording with their voice. I'm happy. I'm perfectly fine with this, but I just want to say for everyone out there saying that she wouldn't be able to sing this raw, go and watch some raw recordings of I Am where she's singing. This is the only thing that I have. I love that they did studio recording. I actually really enjoyed this one. It's very pretty. It's quite heavily post-produced, but she could absolutely 100% pull live recording raw. I know Yujin. I 100% stand behind it. I am persuaded she would deliver a really cool raw cover as well if she would have wanted to. This is probably company decision as well, that they wanted like a really nice, produced, finalized cover. And that's fine. The decision stands. I think it's a very valuable, nice official cover.
I was a ghost, I was alone. Given the throne, I didn't know to believe I was the queen that I'm meant to be. I lived two lives.
Yujin is actually one of those people, again, all of my favorites singing this song. Yujin is one of the people that actually have a very solid chest too. She in many ways always reminded me of actual Solar of MAMAMOO that we've seen today already. But she is also very similar to the original singer as well. So a lot of substance in the bass, to the point where you would be like, oh yeah, this is going to be a more of a bass singer. She's going to be a little bit more grounded. The high tones are not going to be their forte. And it's not true. It's always the voices like this that I hear and I'm like, oh, okay. There's going to be a little bit less maybe of the hyper high notes. And it's with Yujin, and on the other hand, with the original singer as well, you hear her voice and it's just so heavy. And you're like, oh, how is she even gonna get there? And then she gets there. She just goes and gets there. And the same goes with Yujin.
Play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Got a problem child, 'cause I got too wild. But now that's how I'm getting paid. Good up, she on stage. I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like I'm proud to be. We treat.
She also upped it a little bit of her head voice here. I'm done hiding now. I'm shining I think it's so much better. You're saving so much energy for the horrifying thing that follows, which is that chorus and post chorus.
In her we came so far now, I believe. We're going up, it's our moment. You know together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Up with our voices. You wanna get it, so I'm in. Gonna be golden. I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like a Barbie.
She has a very unique sound there. It's much brighter. She's not really trying to go into any grounding of that sound. She just goes for the brightest option that she has. And that can be sometimes good for the heavier voices. You create a little bit more contrast.
No fears, no lies, that's who we're Barbie.
Okay, good. This is, again, a very produced version of this song. I do not mind that. I think it's very pretty. I just wish that when we were doing the studio version, like a whole production, that we would get a whole song, because we only got the really short part. If it's official cover, I would love to hear her on the entirety of that song, because there are very, very, very many beautiful parts of this song following as well. And I think Yujin would nail it. Maybe one day we're gonna get Yujin just pop off on the live stream and she's just gonna sing it, because I do believe that she probably will. Now we've got this cute cover from Junkyu from Treasure. It's not with the live recording of his. It's more like an official cover. It's very cute. It is more tailored to his voice, so he's not going too high.
I was a ghost, I was alone. 두어진 그 속에.
And you can see that this song has a little bit of an issue. You cannot keep on pushing the key lower and lower and lower, because your lower tones were drawn. That's a big issue, because with the big range songs, right? Because the moment you start to push the high tones lower, that's fine. You're getting into more comfortable zone here at the top, but the lower tones are pushing down and you are going to start to drown. This is just on the edge of his register, where he doesn't have to kind of like really omit those low tones through just like ta-na-ta, like just through like a little bit of a whisper. He's nailing them with a clean tone, but it's really, really, really down there. So it was nicely pushed into key that really fits him.
I was a ghost, I was alone. 두어진 그 속에. Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was a king that I'm meant to be. I live to lie, try to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Called a problem child, cause I got too wild, but now that's how I'm getting paid. 끝없이 on stage, I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. We dreaming how we came so far, now I believe we're going up, 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 it's our moment.
I hope this is gonna be a great example for people who are like, I don't want to move the key. I really want to sing it in the original. If you move the key, it's not gonna sound so pretty. Sounds great. Sounds very good. Sounds perfect to me.
You know the ghetto we going, gonna be golden. Oh, up, up, up in our voices. 영원히 깨질 수 없는, gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. Oh, our time, no fears, no lies, so we're born to be.
He's just lightly mixing on a born to be, born. Light mix on that one. Such a stunning example of what you can do with this song and preserve such a spirit of it as well. Like,
You know we're
gotta be golden, gotta be
Gonna be going, 밝게 빛나는 우리. Oh, our time, no fears, no lies, that's who we're born to be.
Yes, I'm a big fan of this one. I'm so glad that guys were also trying to get included. I'm such a big fan of this one. I'm so happy that guys also tried to be included and really like chip in, because moving the key is perfectly fine. There's again no shame in a key change game. Go and do that. Go change that goddamn key. Enjoy this song. All right. Many other people did that and look with such a very pretty results. Go do it. Next, we've got another one of my favorite people from K-pop. Like I said, this was like Christmas. These covers started to roll out and I was like, oh my God, Yujin. Oh my God, Solar. Oh my God, Ailee. I was so, oh my God, so excited. I think she got married recently. She is absolutely glowing. And she is one of the biggest legends in K-pop when it comes to singing. She has a track record, baby. If you do not know Ailee, oh my God, go down that wormhole, because she is one of the best vocalists in K-pop, non-disputed. She is incredible. And I think she did a whole song, actually. I love that she changed her instrumental to smart people who were like, wait a minute. I know why this song is so freaking hard. It is chasing you. The song is very, very fast as well. Like that is one underestimated particle of why is it so hard to sing at that pre-chorus, chorus, post-chorus. The tempo. It is so hard for all the things that you need to do with your voice. It's a very short time span. And I recommended it everywhere. Like if you want to sing this song and it's still not hitting the way you want to, try to find acoustic, slower cover of it. Karaoke of it.
I was a ghost, I was alone. 두어진 길 속에 given the throne, I didn't know to believe I was the queen that I meant to be. I lived two lives, try to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Called a problem child, cause I got too wild.
I love that little R&B. Got a problem. She changed a little bit of the phrasing of that too. I was like, okay, why does it sound so different? And then I realized that the phrasing is tiny bit different. And in a singing genius that Ailee is, it's probably much more fitting her. I tried it too with this phrasing. Fitted me more as well, because I'm an R&B singer. She's an R&B singer as well. I think it's just more connecting to our brain.
But now that's how I'm getting paid. Get up here on stage, I'm done hiding now.
She's also using a little bit more glissando because she is singing it in more R&B style. And I'm getting paid. Yeah. You can hear that she was really like trying not to do it. And that's how I'm getting paid. Oh. I was like, okay, Ariana, let's go.
I'm shining like I'm born to be. We dreaming hard, we
Also, we're dreaming hard. It's very vibey. It's much more R&B. We're dreaming hard. It's so interesting to have this twist. I actually love it a lot.
came so far now, I believe. We're going up, it's how we're moving. You know, together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. With our voice.
One thing that I want to point out, I'm sorry, I know I'm interrupting quite a lot, but there's a lot to unpack of what she's actually doing there.
I believe we're going up, it's how we're moving. You know, together we're glowing.
I love her relaxation on the glowing. You know, none of the glowing. Gonna be golden. So instead of, a lot of people were going for like a cries there. Gonna be glowing. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. But she goes into this insane, beautiful kind of bend and relaxation into the glowing. Gonna be golden. Oh, when I heard it first, I was like, ooh, that hits the spot. That's so beautiful.
It's how we're moving. You know, together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. With our voices. Yeah, wanna get it so often.
so pretty. She didn't go for too big of a sound. She reduced the volume a little bit to make sure that it's gonna be just a very clean hit and it's not gonna be too strained. So a lot of people go for a very heavy that top tone because that's the only way that they can really get there is the strain, and strain adds on a little bit of a volume. And she went for lighter, not too heavy on the volume, just clarity and precision. And that's why I'm just such a big fan of this one too, with change of the phrasing and style too. Like her style is so all over the song.
Waited so long to break these walls down, to wake up and feel like me. But these patterns all in the past now, and finally live like the girl they all see.
So pretty. This part is so neglected, and there are so many beautiful parts in this song that are just not including. I understand this is more like a challenge than a covers that people are putting out, and this is kind of like unlucky part of it too, that it became more of a challenge than an actual song to cover. That's why everyone's just covering the minute and a half, while the entire song is beautiful. I wish there was more full covers, to be very honest.
For hiding, I'll be shining like I'm born to be. Cause we
So
are
pretty.
hunters, voices strong and I know I believe we're going up.
Look how she changed into that register. She was very light.
Cause we
are hunters, hunters. I know that now it sounds soft. Hunters. But if I want to, I'm already in the placements. So hunters. I can add the volume to hunters. I can get there. It's the same placement. She's just started with a little bit more air to get more comfortable in that position, and then she developed it into the fuller tone.
like I'm born to be. Cause we are hunters, voices strong and I know I believe we're going up.
That I believe. She was already having quite a lot of weight there. I believe we're going up. You see that I didn't really change. I believe we're going up, up, up. It's such a good idea to do.
I know I believe we're going up, up, up. It's how we're moving. You know together we're glowing. Gonna be golden.
I still love that relaxation. That last Born to Be was very thin. And it's mainly because she's really not giving too much weight to that tone. She's unloading it as much as she can. And a little bend at the very end. I was so excited when I saw Ailee. Ailee was doing this. Because, again, for Christmas, anybody when singing in K-pop was doing that. And I was like, hell yeah, this is amazing. I'm so freaking happy about this. Again, thank you, Ailee, for like the entire cover. That is so cool to see the whole song again, because it's such a beautiful song. And there are parts of this that are such a pity that are not covered very much. So I'd love to see that. I just realized that we are so over 1 hour of recording. So when we're going to trim it down, it's going to be a pretty long video still. So I'm going to do this in 2 parts. We've got quite a lot of covers still to go. We've got, of course, the queen, Sohyang. So we're going to look at her. She did something absolutely incredible. We're going to also look at the most viral cover of Golden that went everywhere on TikTok. It was from a talent show, I think. And it was of a girl called Dahlia. She apparently also has a YouTube channel. She went insanely viral. It was sang live, so quite surprising. We're gonna look at the girls from Purple Kiss, and we're gonna look at a Swan from Crazy. And what are we missing? We're also gonna look at Minkyun and his cover of Golden as well. If you have more that you would like me to see, let me know down in the comments. I would love to. And of course, one of the first covers that came out of this, which was Kwonjina and her incredible acoustic cover of it. So we're gonna look at all those. If you do have more suggestions, let me know down in the comments. I would love to see that, and maybe do a part 3 as well. So let me know down in the comments. I'm excited. I hope you enjoyed this and had fun with me. I love to see and hear more Golden covers. And also, if you did one of your own on TikTok or on YouTube, please tag me. I would love to see that. I will be super supportive. I promise you, I'm gonna come there. I'm gonna be like, good job. And I'm gonna just, you know, beat everybody up to praise you, because that's what you deserve, because you're such a cutie pie. And now, without any further ado, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here is a video that YouTube actually recommends for you. Here are the rest of my K-pop videos. And you stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.